What's going on, everybody? This is BlackieChan413 here, and today is a very special day. That's right, because today I'm bringing you my first ever gameplay commentary. So, as you can see in the background, I'm playing some Black Ops 3 Zombies, Eisendrache, and I'm using the wolf bow, and I don't want to talk too much about the gameplay today, but I'm using the wolf bow here. I really like the wolf bow, I feel like compared to the other bows, it's a little bit underrated. It's not as flashy as like the lightning bow or the fire bow. But I don't know, I like it. I like how it insta-kills the zombies and blasts them out of your way so you can get away. It's not really like the void bow where it takes a while for it to kill the zombies and save you. Um, but I'm playing on Xbox, and you're probably wondering why I'm playing Eisendrache when Revelations just dropped. But I don't know, Eisendrache's one of my favorite maps, and I had to wait for Revelations to download, but I wanted to make a commentary, so I just grabbed some Eisendrache gameplay. And Revelations has been out on PS4 for a month now anyway, so it's not like I'm really missing out on a huge release or anything like that. Um, but enough about the gameplay now. Instead, I just wanted to, introduce myself. It's my first commentary, talk a little bit about me and what I want to get out of my channel and what I plan to post, basically. So, a little bit about me. Nothing too special. I'm 20 years old, my second year of college. I live in a small town in Massachusetts. Um, I work a regular job. I work in a warehouse, manual labor, nothing too fancy. Drive a normal car, and you know, I'm here, so that should tell you that I'm a pretty big gamer too. Um, I grew up. My first system was an N64. I grew up playing The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask, two of my favorite games of all time. Like, that's literally my childhood, those two games right there. And I played Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, like basically grew up on Nintendo. I didn't really have Xbox until I was in middle school, but so I grew up playing Nintendo mostly, and then around the time where Modern Warfare 2 came out is when I first really discovered like gaming videos on YouTube. That was the time where all the commentaries started to get big. You had the guys rising up like Blame Truth, Hutch, Tabe, Wings of Redemption, all of those guys. I grew up listening to them, watching their videos, and that's kind of where I take my inspiration for my videos from. And maybe, the gameplay commentary is not what gets the most views on YouTube these days, but like it's my channel and I want it to be successful, but at the same time I want to have some fun with it and enjoy myself because I want to keep this fun for me. I want to keep doing it for as long as possible, and I don't want it to get stale. So, um, and I'm playing Call of Duty here, but I'll plan to post a variety of different games. You can expect more zombies from me, some Minecraft, some sports games. I love FIFA, I love 2K. I'm probably gonna do a Fallout 4 Let's Play, and I'll be playing some Rocket League. Rocket League is such a fun game. Like, more people need to play that game. Rocket League is a blast, but it's one of the most funnest games I've ever played. Honestly, Rocket League is amazing. Go try it. Um, but there's a lot of entertaining gameplay and tutorials coming your way on this channel. Um, I can also post. Well, you can suggest any game that you want me to play. Really, I'm always open to suggestions. Always looking for more games to play. At the end of the day, I'm a gamer, so if you can recommend any games to me at all, obviously I'll go check them out. I love playing new games. Um, and I'm kind of talking about me and my channel today, but in future videos for my commentaries, I just want to discuss, normal things that are on my mind, things going on in the world, politics, um, uh,
I have lived and dreamed many lives. I wish this was not the one I was bound to.
Just talk about things like politics. I'll tell you some crazy stories about things that have gone on in my life, or just anything that, grabbed my attention throughout the day or through my life. And I want to share that with you guys, and hopefully you'll leave a comment, respond back to me, tell me, what you think as well. And you can always leave me suggestions about what you want to hear me talk about as well. Um, but I actually do have a story to tell you guys today now that the intro's out of the way. And again, sorry it's kind of a long intro, but it's my first video. I kind of wanted to just get some information out there. But after that, it'll be shorter intros. I'll kind of jump more right into the topic of discussion for the commentary. But so the story that I have for you guys today for my first video, this took place my junior year of high school, so it's about 3 years ago now. It was the winter time. It was like January. But basically what happened is me and my two buddies, we were chilling in his car. We were smoking weed, and the cops caught us. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about what happened there. It's a really great story. But so my two friends, they lived in one town over, about 15-20 minutes away. So they came over, they hit me up, asked me if I wanted to chill. So they came and picked me up, and we were they didn't want to drive all the way back to their town, and we couldn't stay at my house because we were going to smoke. So they just asked me if I knew any places that we could go. And I've lived in this town my entire life, so I know all the little, nooks and crannies of the town and everything like that. So I had a couple spots in mind, so I was like, yeah, sure, let's go. I have a place we can go. So I take them, and there's a golf course near the area I took them. It's a little cul-de-sac, and in the very back of it, it's still a paved road, but it's not really a road. Like, it doesn't have a street sign or anything. But we went back there because my aunt and uncle actually live like very close to there, and I just figured it'd be a good spot because not a lot of people went down there. It was a dead end. The only people who would go back there are people who live there, so I figured it was a pretty safe place to go. So we got there, we pulled up, parked in the woods, started smoking. We clam baked the car, of course, because it was winter and it was freezing, so we're not going to open the windows. So we clam baked the car. We were just talking, smoking, doing high things, and then my friend, he has an afro, so I'll call him Afro. My friend Afro, he turns around and he goes, "Oh crap, it's the police." And then me and my other friend, he's Irish, so I guess I'll call him Mickey for the video. So me and Mickey are like, "Shut the hell up, Afro. Like, there's no police. You're messing with us." And then I turn around and yep, there's a police car right behind us. And we're sitting in a car extremely clouded up with marijuana smoke. So we just wait there. We're like, crap, we're caught. Like, we just gotta wait. So the officer comes up and he knocks on the window. And my friend Afro, he rolls down the window just a crack. And the officer goes, "What are you guys doing?" And then my friend responds with, "Nothing." And then just immediate admission of guilt right there. Just nothing. Yeah, we're totally not doing anything, sir. And then, so the police officer asks him to roll down the window, and then my friend Afro goes, "Are you sure you want me to do that? It's all gonna hit you." And then the officer goes, "What's gonna hit me?" And then he goes, all the smoke's gonna come out of the car and hit you in the face." He's like, "Ah, so you guys are smoking pot, huh? Blah, blah, blah." And then he's like, "Okay, wait right here." He goes back to the car, and then we were like, okay, this is not good. Like, I'm sure we'll be okay. We just have, like, we already smoked all the weed on us. All we had was a couple roaches left in, like, our bowls and whatnot. But I was still nervous. That was the first time I ever really got caught doing something like that with the police. So I was still a little bit nervous. And then, so he comes back to the car and he asks us all to step out. he tries to, tries to do the scare tactic, like, are you aware marijuana is a drug? It stunts your reflexes. You can't drive while you're on that. It's OUI. You don't want $100 fine. Blah blah blah. Just trying to scare us. And then his partner showed up. He called for backup. I don't know if it's the same everywhere, but most of the police in my area, they call for backup a lot of the times just because of all the stuff going on with like Black Lives Matter and people being anti-cop and everything like that. But essentially his partner showed up, and his partner was actually really cool. He was kind of just making fun of us the entire time, really. And when the original cop who stopped us first, he like found all of our pipes and everything, and he looks at his partner and he goes, "What do you want us to do with this?" And then he just says, "Just give it back to him. We don't want it. Like, just give it back to him." And I did not expect that at all. Like, the last thing I would ever expect a police officer to say would be to give me back my bowl that I used to smoke weed after we just got caught smoking weed. Like, that was the last thing I expected. I was expecting to lose all our shit, like our pipes. I had my bong. Like, I thought we were gonna lose it all, but luckily we didn't. And then we just had to stand out in the cold basically for a good 10 minutes while they searched the rest of the car, because we told them we didn't have any bud left, which we didn't. But obviously they didn't believe us because we just clam baked the car and had a lot of bowls on us and everything like that. So we just kind of freezed our asses off for the next like 10 minutes or so, and then they just said, "All right, just get out of here. Don't come back and do this again. Just leave. Get out of here." And then we're like, "Yeah, that is completely fine with me. We will never come back. We're getting out of here." And then, because I live in town, and the officer, like, he obviously took my ID and everything. He's like, "Oh, you live in town, so I'm gonna keep my eye on you. I know where you live now." I was like, "Okay, sir. Like, I'll remember that." But we laugh about it now, but I just thought that was an interesting story. Maybe you didn't think it was so interesting, but I think it's funny. We look back on it and laugh every time now. But anyways, I think that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I really appreciate you listening to my first commentary and watching the video. If you stuck around to the very end, leave a like and comment if you enjoyed it. I'm always looking for constructive criticism and suggestions. And just bear with me, this is my first video, my first commentary, so it's only going to improve from here. So if my commentary seemed a little shaky today, it's only going to get better. It's only going to improve. So there's only going to be great things coming your guys' ways. So thanks for watching, and have a good one, guys. Peace out.
Taunt me is to invite on doom. Has the wind really shot you in your tracks? Max ammo. Here we go again. Again!